And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Welcome to our Wednesday night coverage of the NBA. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Irving and Thompson fill out the wings. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. And it's Doncic in at the 1. And for Boston, the 2 J's, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some. Some exciting back and forth action in this one.
Now here's Irving. Free throw line jumper. Good on the jump shot.
And this is Irving's role, a natural scorer who understands when that mid-range J opens up, he's got to fire.
Outside, Brown. Off target with the 3. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Thompson, no good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Left side, Tatum. Three-pointer. Gafford grabs the miss. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Joe Mazzulla.
He had a sleepless night trying to figure out how to stop Luka Doncic. He said it's rare to see a player force the other 9 players on the floor to play at his pace. It's very methodical. Like a machine, he said Doncic shows no mercy. Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Tatum from long range. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him. You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Irving against White. Irving, the pass to Thompson. Again, the miss by Dallas.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside Tatum. Yep, that one's good. Tatum's got 5 now.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Pass to Irving. Back to Doncic. No good again that time. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Brown inside. He's guarded by Irving. The fader. Thompson pulls it in.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by White. Back to Thompson. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. White, the pass to Tatum. Three-pointer off the mark. Mavericks trail by 6. And there's the lob, and the dunk by Gafford.
Gifted moving the ball. Luka is one of the best passers in the league.
Boston has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to Tatum. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic passes to Thompson. Washington outside. Knocks it down from distance.
With all the attention Clay gets, it can lead to open looks for others. Nice decision.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Tatum from long range. Sinks the tray. Tatum's got 8.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. Mavericks trail by 4. Well, Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out. And Dallas is just very lucky to have him.
This is something that Clay works on all the time, even though he is already elite at it. He readies himself to fire once he catches that ball.
White can't hit. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Doncic outside. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Boston has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. And he makes it. He's got 10.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Pass to Lively. Back to Doncic. There's the triple. And the Mavericks, another 3.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Back to Tatum. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Off the mark with a little step back, Jay.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And here's Doncic outside. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
Outside White. Pass to Brown. To the paint. His first shot coming late. And there's Holiday. That's good. On the assist by Brown.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Doncic. Outside for Irving. Now Washington. Off target from outside. Here's White, and he drives in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. White's got 5 points. 12 seconds left in the opening quarter. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Takes the 3. No good there. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. He put together 10 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Boston has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Taking a look at the Mavericks. Washington and Lively down low. Kyrie Irving out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Marshall in at the 3. Small forward. Drains the triple. 13 points in the game.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Exum's checked in for Washington. Mavericks trail by 4. You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
Pass to Horford. Here's Pritchard. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 6. And the shot goes in. And now it's a 6-point Boston lead.
In the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
Strong finish by Tatum. Nothing was stopping him there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First team foul.
That one misses for Tatum. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Holiday against Irving. Three-pointer. Horford pulls it in.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Brown. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Lively's got 4 rebounds in the game. Throws it up high.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Celtics lead by 4. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
The exceptional quickness Dinwiddie brings to his plays. He lets that shot off out of nowhere.
Pritchard, the pass to Porzingis. There's Tatum with the 3. Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Dinwiddie. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Well, Dinwiddie is just relentless sometimes. He goes right into the defender and still gets it in the air.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And you got to give this Dallas front office credit for how they've acquired quality role players, Grant.
Well, BA in particular adding length and athleticism. That's helped them defensively, as well as providing some lob targets for Luka and Kyrie.
A moment here for an injury report. Let's find out the news on P.J. Washington. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, I just now talked with Dallas's head athletic trainer. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
That's good from Doncic. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
And Dallas making a change here. Washington's checked in. Counted from distance.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Doncic. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Doncic has got 10 points.
And there's Luka, one of the most entertaining players in the league.
Pass to Pritchard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Right side Tatum. Here's Holiday. The 3. The shot won't fall. 1:49 left to play in the first half. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Porzingis. Horford passes to Holiday. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Doncic. It's stolen by Doncic. Washington outside. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. Celtics lead by 3. Pass to Horford. Outside Tatum. Tatum to the rack. Gafford with the block. Thompson against Tatum. That shot is off. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. Horford outside. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Horford's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Doncic passes to Washington. Back to Doncic. And stolen by Porzingis. And here comes the break. Here's Tatum. And Tatum flying in for the fast break delivery.
Once the fast break is rolling, they know who to go to. Tatum can be trusted to find the finish.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Doncic puts up a deep 3. Three-pointer, no good. Boston leading by 8. Outside Tatum. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Tatum's got 25 points in the game.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Celtics out in front, up 10. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts. Make life a little more difficult on him.
And it's Holiday with the ball for Boston. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. The perimeter pairing. It's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. connects from downtown.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
And he lobs it up, and the dunk by Gafford.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Now here's Holiday. There's Tatum with the three. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel, we have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Here's Brown. The Mavs get their last shot to go. 4-3. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Gafford passes to Irving. The three from Thompson. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
See, it's Clay's accuracy that makes him so hard to stop. He's a constant threat from range.
Outside White. Back to Holiday. Pass to Brown. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Klay Thompson picks one up.
And Brown is a talented scorer who also excels at drawing fouls.
Boston shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Washington, to the inside. Thompson. Boston pulls it in.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Tatum showing off the strength.
Yeah, what vision from Holiday. Seems to have a knack for getting it to his guys in great spots.
Thompson outside. The shot. Again, the miss by Dallas. Celtics lead by 10. Outside Holiday. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. And it's Tatum missing. Mavericks trail by 10. Doncic outside. Outside for Irving. The three is up. They get the rebound. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Tatum looking it over. Over Washington. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Tatum's got 29 points.
The defense must be aware of where Tatum is, especially when he's roaming around that mid-range.
Pass to Thompson. Shoots over Brown. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Washington. Thompson's got 10 points in the game.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
And the basket by Holiday.
He's such a gritty player. Holiday fights for two there inside.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Mavs. A 12-point game. Pass to Gafford. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Wow, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
That free throw good from Gafford. The Mavericks making a switch here. Marshall's checked in. Both free throws good from Gafford. Celtics lead by 10. Outside Tatum. Lets it go from deep. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his 6th assist of the night.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Boston making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And here's Gafford. He has 6. Here's Doncic. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Doncic has got 12 points.
With the all-around impact he makes, if he can stay healthy, Doncic could win multiple MVPs. He's got those special kind of gifts.
Now here's Holiday. He has 6.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Thompson passes to Washington. 56 seconds left in the third quarter here. Clock at 6. Back to Thompson. And here's Doncic outside. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds in the game. Doncic against Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Over Washington. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Doncic outside. Over Holiday. Again, Dallas.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Boston leading by 9. Here's Tatum. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Another miss by Doncic. And so it's Boston closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court right now for the Mavericks. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. The 2 stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. And it's Marshall in at the 3. Now here's Holiday. There's Tatum with the 3. Rebounded by Marshall. Mavericks trail by 11. Down low. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Outside Holiday. White for 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 8 assists in the game.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Holiday finds Tatum. And then Tatum slams it in.
One of the craziest dunks we've seen. Tatum with the bounce.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Doncic against Holiday. That's tipped. And they're on the break. Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Well, now they're demoralized, guys. A careless play to turn it over and then slow to get back on defense.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 16. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
First team foul. Checking in for the Mavericks. Number 26.
Irving against White. Left side Irving. And stolen by Holiday. Tatum with it. Checked by Washington. And Horford powers it home.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Mavericks trail by 18. Dinwiddie passes to Washington. Back to Dinwiddie. Can they get it? Knocks down the long J.
It's a great option every time to have Dinwiddie run the pick and roll, as reliable a play as they'll ever get.
White on the wing. Outside Holiday. The kick to Tatum. Beyond the arc. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. Here stops Porzingis. He's checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for Horford. And Dallas with a change here, too. Doncic is checked in for Kyrie Irving. Mavericks trail by 15. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Doncic. Looking to get back on track. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Brown inside. Marshall's there. Brown can't hit. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Here's Gafford. Gets it to go from 8 feet.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Boston leading by 13. It's stolen by Washington. Pass to Marshall. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Brown. It's good. Off the glass.
And how about the handles Luka has? Phenomenal at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
Outside, Brown. Back to White. Washington against Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Again, the miss by Boston.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Doncic against White.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here's Doncic. Defense is right there. Outside Holiday. Inside, up again.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. .149 left in the fourth. Marshall passes to Dinwiddie. Pass to Doncic. Luka proving he can score from anywhere.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. There's a minute 26 left to play in the fourth. Holiday against Doncic. No luck on that one. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. Doncic against Tatum. Jacks up a three. Parries it from three. Tatum's got 41.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Celtics.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jason Tatum.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Now here's Holiday, 6 on the shot clock. Gafford grabs the miss. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for Dallas. It's a 16-point game. He gets it in there. There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth. And out of bounds, Dallas will have it.
Dallas ball.
Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. Grimes, the pass to Dinwiddie. For three, and that one falls. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
2K24 NBA Finals. And we are indeed in overtime. Yeah, it's no surprise for a series that has gone the full 7 to now end up in overtime to decide it. MP has been carrying his team. You have to think the team will once again look to MP, especially if it comes down to taking the final shot with time winding down. You know, staying a lot of focus defensively is going to be applied to trying to slow down MP. And that's no... Let's go!
We got this, all right? We got this on defense, bro. Let's make sure we stay locked in. Nothing silly.
You got it. No silly mistakes. Let's go. Game 7. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Go. Let's go.
Yo, MP.
What's up, coach?
You brought us this far. Now take us home.
Come on, coach. I was born ready.
And we are underway again here. Greg, less than 3 minutes to go.
This is the moment you can only dream of. MP has a chance to get his team over the proverbial mountain in a Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
It's been really impressive to see the kind of grit and determination how MP and really the team as a whole has stepped up. They want this championship.
And Stan, the stat line for MP tonight and what he's contributed, simply amazing.
Yeah, they wouldn't be in this position without the incredible force that MP has been for them. He has been their fuel.
Here's Tatum. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
Now, here's Tatum. Wembanyama reels it in. And Stan, anything can happen. How safe is this lead right now?
Well, if they can keep up this renewed burst we've seen so far in overtime, I'd say they are in control. But you cannot get complacent.
And with MP growing up in Chicago and following the Jordan dynasty so closely, now just moments away from starting his own era with a win here.
And we saw early on that MP can defer too much, but in these playoffs, he's stepped up and has become the guy for this team in the clutch.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Holiday outside. Tatum outside. Now White. Holiday outside. It's Brown on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on MP.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
And he makes the first. And Brown drops them both. Here's Vassell. Looking at the clock, just over 3.5 minutes into OT. MP against Holiday. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Wembanyama with it, taken away by Holiday. Right side, White. Holiday outside. And stolen by MP. And MP putting on a show to remember here in overtime.
Talk about rising to the occasion. MP has taken over.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Zach Collins checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Barnes comes in for Keldon Johnson. And Paul subbed in for Vassell. And then for Boston, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for White. And coach, the energy in this building. You get the feeling now that both teams, their body language now indicating the final seconds now are just an exercise.
Yeah, you better believe it. MP and his teammates, the emotion building, just waiting for that final buzzer to start the celebration.
And the final seconds now, just a formality. What a show and what a series.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Shoots the three. And they've done it. They are the NBA champions. We did it.
Yo, MP. Yo, what's up with you, man? You doing another one of those visualization exercises?
Was.
What's up? Jason Tatum here. NBA2K25, all new season. NBA champion Jason Tatum here, and welcome to my team. It's time to make the team of your dreams and compete against the best to ever lace them up. You have access to players from all eras, so who are you running with? Make the pass from Magic to Curry for 3. Tear down the rim with Dominique, Shaq, and Vince Carter, all on the same squad. Are you really going to try to run with Wemby, Giannis, and Yao? You can mix it up with Iverson and Duncan. Dominate with LeBron. Stay clutch with MJ. Or run with me. It's your choice. Time to compete, to be the best with my team.
And as the Lakers entered the building, there was a fierce look in their eyes. That's the look of a team out to defend its home court. Thanks, everyone, for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation of the NBA. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. And it's Wiggins in at the three, the small forward. And for the Lakers, it's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. James is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward. Well, Grant, what should we expect in a veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Curry against James. Off target with the three. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside Reeves. Back to James. The three. On target from range.
Off the catch, LeBron not lacking confidence or hesitating.
On the wing, Green. The three is up. Gets the three ball to go.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Out to James. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Green. Some solid defense from James.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
And that one's good. James.
Handling the contact so well. Bronny James using that solid build of his to finish strong inside.
And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Now, here is James. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Hachimura, the pass to James. The rebound by Wiggins.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Pass to Green. Up top, Curry. There's the triple. And Reeves pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And here's Curry for 3. Not going to go that time. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. James passes to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Yes, sir. AD threw it down easily.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick, and we spoke about how he plans to deal with the three-point king, Stephen Curry. He said the biggest challenge, honestly, it's not the shooting, it's the playmaking. Steph is an incredible passer, so you can't double-team him. He'll find the open man. As always, it's not easy facing Steph. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Let's go with a three. And there's Curry on the assist by Green.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
Here's James. Off target at the rim. The Warriors leading. Hield from outside. Rebounded by LeBron. James passes to James. Outside Reeves. Curry against James. And slam dunk by James.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Now, here is James. He's got 5. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
The Lakers making a switch here. Christie's checked in, and it's Hield missing. Lakers trail by 3. It's stolen by Hield. Curry looking it over. Drills it from deep. Curry's got 6.
And the shooting mechanics of Curry, they are as pure as anybody who's ever played. He's such a dangerous shooter and scorer.
Now, here is James. James, outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. 7 points in the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Offensive rebound. Here's Jackson Davis. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Pajemski's checked in, and so he hits both. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. And this summer saw the passing of Laker legend, 3-time Basketball Hall of Famer, the logo, Jerry West, an all-star every year of his outstanding playing career before going on to have such a successful career as a coach and as an executive. Guys, this league will bear his imprint forever. Jerry West will be missed.
An all-time great. Okay, Shams, thank you. Now, here is James. 5 points in the game, and it's good. 2 points.
His overall size and strength really sets James apart from the rest of his peers when you think about his skill set inside.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Curry against Reeves. Outside Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. The Warriors on top, up 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Lakers trail by 3. James is out there with Gabe Vincent. Then there's James. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Christie in at the 3. That's the Laker 5. Outside Vanderbilt. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Wiggins from long range. Kept alive. Pass to Green. It's Pajemski on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Curry. Curry buries the triple.
Straight up, Curry is as good as anyone and perhaps the best we've seen from three-point range.
good. James has got 9.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Outside Kuminga. Pajemski with it. James is there. Pajemski's shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
James inside, defended by Pajemski. Now, here is James. He's covered closely. Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to James. Here's Christie. Knocks down the triple. Christie's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And how about Bronny dropping a dime?
Outside Pajemski. To the middle. Here's Kuminga. Some solid defense from James. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. James got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Okay, making some plays there. I wonder who Bronny learned that from.
Outside Curry. 4-3. Pure from 3-point range. Curry's got 6 here in the quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Christie. Double team on James. Vincent outside. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
When you talk about shot mechanics, Curry is as close as you can get to perfect. I mean, you can tell he puts a lot of work into that part of his game, and it pays off.
Jackson Davis has checked in for Pajemski. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The Lakers are looking to get downhill. Anthony Davis said we try to attack the basket and live in the paint. That's part of our identity, our DNA. It's getting to the line and guys catching rhythms like that and then playing from there.
KYG, know your game. They do that well. Pass to James. Outside Reeves. LeBron going downhill. And it's James with the jam.
Speed and power and the ability to finish with both hands make LeBron James's drives deadly.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Oh, Anthony Davis reigns in the 3.
Love the readiness of AD. He's already prepared himself to shoot before receiving the ball.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
PA, I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. He's in that category. One of the all-time greats. He's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
And the Warriors making a change here. Heald's checked in. Kuminga, the pass to Curry. Over James. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And that one misses. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, BA, and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Davis. 5 points in the game. Hachimura, the pass to Davis. Can't tie it up. That one misses. The Warriors lead by 3. Baseline try. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Hield good at using this area of the floor. He's an impressive mid-range shooter.
Here's James. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Look, the physicality has always stood out with LeBron. It's been obvious, but his basketball IQ is what makes him such a special player. I mean, he sees the game like very few ever have.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside Kuminga. 34 seconds left in the second. And here's Curry for 3. Hachimura with a rebound. The Lakers trail. Reeves up top. For 3, James. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Yeah, a capable shooter at the arc. James has to be taken seriously out there.
Oh, a strong finish from Curry. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Here's James. And again, it's the Lakers. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. It's a 1-point game. Kicking off the second half. Here's Steve Kerr's 5. Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. Wiggins and Green hold down the forward spots. And it's Jackson Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Wiggins outside, back to Green. Takes a 3. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. You know, Clark, 2024 saw Anthony Davis make his return to the All-Star game.
And really, B.A., such a pleasure to see him back on the court, healthy and producing. That's not been an issue. The issue has been him being hurt and not being able to be on the court. But he's a perennial all-star when he's healthy and playing and doing exactly what he's done throughout his career at both ends, be a dominant center.
Now here's Hield, 5 on the clock. Here's Wiggins. Oh, look at Wiggins rising inside.
Boy, Wiggins does it in so many different ways. That scoring versatility of his, special. This time he got it done in the painted area.
James outside. Off target from outside. The Warriors trailing. Pass to Curry. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Hield passes to Green. Jackson Davis in the high post. 18 feet out. And it's Hield missing.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
James inside, working on Green. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Curry against James. Here's Wiggins. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. James outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
LeBron deals with a ton of physical defense, and he dishes out some physical contact too. But that's why he works so hard on his body. I mean, you might foul him, but you're not going to push him around. No way, Jose.
Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. That one's no good.
Unable to knock them all down, but still, he puts them up by 1.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. That'll be a 5-second call.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Jack's up at 3. Hachimura with a rebound. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Here's James. And James throws it down.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
So it's the Warriors now. Wiggins outside over Hachimura. And there's Wiggins. That's good. On the assist from Curry. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. James outside. Back to James. Launches a 3. The rebound by Wiggins. Wiggins got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he lobs it up top. Kuminga's shot is off.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And here are the Warriors now. They trail by 1. And a deep 3 from Curry. Oh, Curry making it look effortless.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
James outside. Left side Reeves. Here's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Right side Hield. The Lakers with a rebound. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Los Angeles has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends. Well, it's hard to deny the talent of Bronny James. And I think the D took that into account there.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, there were some who questioned his ability at this level. Bronny starting to earn every minute he's getting.
Anderson's checked in for Jackson Davis. He does not get the second one. The Warriors have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Pass to Curry. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
You got to be careful how you guard Curry. Because he's so skilled with the ball and as a shooter, he's able to figure out ways to draw fouls.
Christie's checked in for Los Angeles. And so Curry nails both of them. The Lakers have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Here's James. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Love the intensity from Curry, finding a way to work through the contact.
Outside Reeves, launches it, and there's James on the assist by Reeves. Reeves has got his 6th assist of the night. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Now here's Hield. Outside Curry. Kuminga with a screen on Reeves. Curry, that's good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Reeves finds James. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Davis. Shoots over Anderson. Davis misses. Outside, Anderson fires the 3. And again, it's Stephen Curry. And now a 4-point Warrior lead.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. He's been an offensive force, now with over 30 points after the quarter. We'll be right back. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got James, Austin Reeves out there with Gabe Vincent. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt, and it's Christie in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Curry. 3-pointer off the mark.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
James passes to Vincent. Now Vanderbilt. Pass to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Vanderbilt, a screen on Kuminga. And there's James from the arc. Rebounded by Hield.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Kuminga. Back to Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Sends it home from 3-point land. Curry's got 15 points here in the second half.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
The Warriors lead by 7. Wiggins passes to Hield. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. The three ball. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Right side Reeves. Can't get it to drop. Healed with the defensive effort. From deep three-point range. And Reeves pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Vincent outside. The fadeaway. And that one's good. James has got 27 points. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Pass to Kuminga. Back to Wiggins. The three is up. That one is cashed from Wiggins.
This is the dilemma defensively. I mean, when Wiggins glides off the pick, he's hard to shut.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
Welcome to the floor, the legendary, fantastic Laker girl.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Davis, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Hachimura comes in for Christie. And James is subbed in for Vincent. Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for Kuminga. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He told his players he expects more from them at the line, saying, quote, keep drawing fouls, keep getting to the stripe. But when you do, you got to make it count. Not looking to give those freebies away. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Hachimura finds Davis. Easy two for AD.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Wiggins passes to Curry. Down low. Here's Jackson Davis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 6 assists in the game.
Curry really runs the offense well. Knows exactly the time to either shoot it or give it up to his teammates.
Now, here is James. Outside Davis. Pass to Reeves. Here's James on the wing. Over Green. James, that's good. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yet another stellar night for LeBron offensively so far. In some ways, he's just unstoppable.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
And so he hits the technical free throw. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Pass to Wiggins. All alone. Again, Golden State.
Hey, it's a simple game. Just take what the defense allows. Wiggins reads it, smooth with the mid-range stroke. Knock it down.
Here's James. Warriors with the rebound. Healed on the wing. He's covered by Reeves. Looking to get it going. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Davis has got rebound number 11. Shoots from 14. The rebound by Wiggins. Wiggins has got rebound number 7 tonight. A minute and a half left in the fourth. Healed on the wing. 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Wiggins, no good. Lakers trail by 9. Oh, Davis, finish it off the lob.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Get up, wow.
Outside, Green. Outside, Curry. Oh, Curry! Taking the contact!
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
Like everyone watching. Oh, yeah. Somebody doesn't have rhythm. Let's see what we got.
Reeves against Hield. 46 seconds left to play in the fourth. Pass to Wiggins from downtown. And Reeves pulls it down.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And that one's good. James. Here's Hield. Outside Curry. Now Jackson Davis. Check by Davis. Back to Curry. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And so it's Golden State winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thanks so much. Stefan, a big-time victory tonight. What aspect of this win pleases you the most?
It was a full team effort. Obviously, you look at the stat sheet, but the little things I'm talking about that we did to win the game tonight are huge. And that's when it's winning time, we showed up, and that means a lot.
It's got to feel good to see it come together. Thanks so much.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Miami Heat as they go up against the Boston Celtics. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Miami, the guard set is Rozier and Hero. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Brown outside. Here's Tatum, and he banks in the layup.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Now here's Butler. Back to Hero from past the arc. The shot off that time. Fast break, here they come. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Adebayo. Rozier kicks to Hero. Adebayo with the screen on White. Hero from long range. Rebounded by the Celtics. White looking around. Three-pointer. It's Adebayo with the rebound. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, this is where Porzingis thrives. He is shot ready on the catch.
Outside Butler. Pass to Jaquez. Jaquez sets a screen for Rozier. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Robinson's checked in for Terry Rozier.
Duncan Robinson.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Robinson finds Butler, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Wow, you don't see Jimmy Butler go to the three-point opportunity that often, but knocks down a big-time shot there.
Outside, White. Pass to Brown. Four on the clock. From about 19 feet, and it's White missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And we talk about Derek White, Doris. How impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player.
And look at how confident Hero is from range. He'll take that shot whenever possible.
Porzingis with a screen on Hawkins. Hawkins against Tatum. Shoots over Hawkins. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Outside, Hero. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a three-point game. You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jalen, it would probably be the three-point shot.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Brown drops them both. You know, many see Brown as a scorer, but Doris, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taken tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers.
Here's Tatum after Tyler Hero's bucket. Here's Pritchard. No good with the triple. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Heisman. Outside, Hero. From deep. It's hauled in by Brown.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Pritchard. Screen by Porzingis. Here's White. Boston. No good that time either. And it's Miami's ball. Outside, Hero. Robinson for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. And that makes it a tie ball game. Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for Miami. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Here's Pritchard. He has yet to score. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Duncan Robinson out there with Hero. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Highsmith in at the 3. The Heat shooting for the game at 42%. Down against Robinson. Here's Hero. They get the rebound. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points. Heroes got the first basket of the second quarter for the Heat. Brown against Robinson. Tatum with it. Fires for 3. Tatum from 3.
That's Tatum's size and high release point. He's able to get that three-point shot off against virtually anybody.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Tatum. And the 3 off target. The Heat with the lead. Pass to Highsmith. And here is Robinson. He's covered by Brown. Hero on the wing. 12 points for him. And the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
With your Miami Heat, Dennis.
Teams changing it up here. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Adebayo with a screen for Rozier. To the paint. Adebayo down low. He's against Porzingis.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Pass to Porzingis. There's the triple. And it's Miami with the rebound. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Celtics trail by 3. You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that. Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Brown outside. They set the pick. Jacks up a 3. Robinson pulls it in.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Pass to Jovic. Good ball movement here by Miami. Outside Rozier. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's an 8-point Heat lead.
We all know Terry Rozier can score the ball, but boy, showing the selflessness right there with that pass.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The 3 from Tatum. The revenge 3 from Tatum.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Making a change here. Butler's checked in, and a change for the Celtics. White, he's checked in for Al Horford. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Butler, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time, this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Second team foul.
That's good from Hero. Here's Holiday. Outside, White. Over in the corner, Brown. Outside, Tatum. Lets it go with the three. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
Robinson sets a screen for Hero. There's the three. And it's White with the rebound. And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Going inside. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Oh, show a little stuff on the dribble drive, Derek White. Brushes off the defender. Yes, sir.
Well, their pass to Adebayo. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one comes up a bit short.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Pass to Tatum. Open jump shot off the mark.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for the Miami Heat. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot roll-on. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, someone left the window open. One more time. A round of applause for our contestants.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center, filling out the middle. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Outside Tatum. And White kicks to Brown. Knocks down the 3 ball. Brown's got 5 points so far.
Boy, you catch the defense off guard by being willing to fire as soon as the ball touches your hands.
Outside Robinson. Butler up top, guarded by Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Butler, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Adebayo sends it back.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
Now here's Tatum. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Butler against Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Butler. Here's Tatum. He nails it, and we're tied up. 15 points in the game.
We know this is an offensive-minded player. Jason Tatum loves running pick-and-roll action.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
And here come your Heat Breaker bench members.
Is on a losing streak. What lessons can be learned from that?
Now, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
Outside Hero. Rozier with the screen for Hero. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's White missing. The Heat have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Rozier looking around. Pass to Hero. Shoots over White. Again, the miss by the Heat. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Now that mid-range jumper is so on point. Jason Tatum is a 3-level scorer.
And here's Adebayo. And here is Hero. 17 points in the game. Over White. Hero can't get that one to fall. The Celtics with the lead, and Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Adebayo passes to Hero. Outside Rozier. Adebayo with a screen on Holiday. Rozier for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Round kicks to Tatum. For the 3. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Hero, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
The Heat trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Butler. They need this. Rebounded by the Celtics. Now here's Tatum. Tatum slips by the contact inside.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior, yes, sir.
Miami's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Back to Rozier. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Holiday.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, this is where Rozier loves to be. He's a scorer by nature, and he's a knockdown free throw shooter.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Love comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Jovic in for Butler. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. He doesn't get the second one. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with. And you've got to love the effort. I mean, he battles just as hard on the inside as he does on the perimeter.
And Rozier, here we go. Count the basket.
That's the thing about Rozier, guys. He is fearless. He's willing to take on contact from anybody.
1 second separating the shot clock in game. Tatum deciding where to go with it. It's rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Boston, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The Heat trail by 6. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. In the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. Duncan Robinson out there with Rozier, and it's Highsmith in at the small forward.
Sometimes Scary Terry just makes it look easy. The jumper is sweet.
Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Tatum for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Heat shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Now Rozier. To tie it up. And the Heat, another 3.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Outside, White. Tatum wide open, he fires one. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Well, Jason, Tatum with the answer from 3. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum.
Outside, Rozier. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Pass to Pritchard. Here's Tatum. Bucket is good. And it's 29 points for Jason Tatum.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here is Robinson. Outside, Rozier. Here's the 3. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. This one for 3. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Jovic. Great D that time from Tatum. Boston leading by 3. Pass to Horford. Brown outside. The 3 from Tatum. And Rozier pulls it down. Rozier's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Jovic. Great D that time from Tatum.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now, here's Rozier. Pass to Highsmith. Right wing. Here's Adebayo. Here's the pick. And here is Rozier with the shot. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Rozier's got 8 points in the quarter.
If anyone embraces these moments, it's Terry Rozier. The guy is fearless.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Attention fans, now on the court is your Hype Squad. Get loud and let them hear it. If you want a t-shirt, you've got to get loud.
So both teams making some changes here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Tatum against shot hands. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
First one falls for him.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
And so Tatum nails them both.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Now, Hero from downtown drills it from outside. Hero's got 20.
And, you know, some guys shrink as the game tightens. Hero calls for the ball. Clutch.
Here's White. Boston again missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Rozier. White against Hero. No good. That would have tied it. Boston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
The Heat trail by 4. Here's Hero. Outside Rozier. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Akez can't hit.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Tatum kicks to Porzingis. From outside, off the mark. So Rozier will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Hackett. Hero on the wing. The kick outside to Butler. Adebayo with a screen for Butler. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
And that's an intentional foul. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Brown with the bucket.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And the Heat call time here. They're down by 7. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
.36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot on the wing. Hero, no good.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Outside Rozier. Buries it from three-point range. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Jason. It was a struggle last time out, but tonight you were back on track. What was the difference?
Just got to have a short-term memory. Sometimes shots just go in, but you always got to be aggressive and just make the right play.
You're like a cornerback in basketball. That's weird, but it got you a win tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, Jason Tatum.